Hello and welcome to Frank's School, 19th day of the fourth year. I'm going on with guiding the viewing of Robert MacNeil's The Story of English. You could call it a gloss if you will. I'm adding my comments to what hopefully you're watching. And today we'll watch the episode 1 to the end. That's what I would ask you to do. But first, I mentioned low tech, and as I was erasing the chalkboard, I thought, well, here's an example of what I was talking about. A chalkboard is low tech. A caveman could have found a chunk of chalk and a piece of limestone and drawn on it. It's low tech. And as I was leaving teaching, public teaching, or before, the blackboards, chalkboards were disappearing from the schools and being replaced by, what did they call them, whiteboards and smart boards and stuff. And I don't think they're as good. You can see, this serves me so well. This chalkboard, as a matter of fact, its history goes back probably, 50, 60 years that it's been used. It's the third building it's been in. It was given to me. Anyway, I don't want to harp on that. One thing though, one of the reasons I guess the chalkboards had to go was because of the dust. They said that the dust was interfering with the high tech, with the technologies. They said, well, okay. Anyway, I would like you to start in the fifth out of 7 parts of episode 1. It's around the 3rd minute, and there Robert MacNeil turns his attention to Japan, and there for a while, and then Singapore. In a way, he's going around the world toward the west. Yeah, in a way, and then China. And eventually Italy. Turin is the city, Turin, T-U-R-I-N, Turin, in English I think is what you say, in Italy, and then to the Straits of Dover, which is the English Channel. And you'll understand what he's got to say. He mentions the Académie Française. Well, that's, the French have tried to resist the incursion of English into their language, and you'll see about that. And then he makes a statement at a certain point that it's I don't know if Robert MacNeil does, maybe it's him or maybe it's a commentator, says that it's American English, not British English, that's going global. I talked about that with my German friends, the Hocklings, Shirley and Thomas, and I mentioned this before. They're from northern Germany, near Hamburg, and their impression is that British English is what's taught, and I imagine that's true in that part of Europe. But I thought that this was the case, and I'm still not going to swear by it, but it makes the statement outright in this series. Now we come to the end, and there's that Austrian an Austrian speaker is reading in English what was sent out on what was it? It was a space probe. And he says, to teach if we are called upon, to be taught if we are fortunate. I rather like that. And I contrast that in a way to missionary zeal. Even modern day, where I was thinking about that I know many Americans who travel, and they travel to teach, to spread the gospel, to spread their belief. They travel to teach. I don't. I actually travel to be taught. If I am fortunate, and it brings me back to these questionable Victorians. That's in the background. That is there. The fact that I find that white man's burden that spread Western culture, Victorian technology, spread that into the world. My question is why it is behind it all. Why it is that the beauty seems to fall out of the classics for me, this is not a Victorian attitude. They're going to teach whether they're called upon or not. And then finally, the music at the very end is a Johann Strauss waltz. There's a Richard Strauss. But anyway, I mentioned it. Here's his dates, and you'll probably recognize the music. And I find it very likable. The Strauss waltzes, wonderful. I think really it makes you want to get up and dance. 1, 2, 3, 1. They're waltzes. And I compare them to Sousa, John Philip Sousa, the American composer of marches that are so stirring. But look at the dates. They're right there at the end of the time where I was saying that music, for me, I love it. After that, so much of it I don't understand so well. But this is in the background. This is in the background. What we're doing now really is we're learning about English. And this is Thursday. I'm going to do something different tomorrow and the next day. And then Monday, we're going to go on with episode 2, which of all the episodes is my favorite of this. So I hope you stick with me.